Won't you please put a warm welcome together right here in the TV studios at Scan TV for Pat Wright and the Total Experience Gospel Choir.
Somebody to lean on, so just call can lean. You can lean. You can lean on me. Lean on. Lean on me.
The North Shore Performing Arts Center Foundation presents the Blind Boys of Alabama tomorrow night, January 23rd at 7:30 p.m. at the North Shore Performing Arts Center in Bothell. For more information, you can call 425-408-7988, or you can see more at npacf.com.
All right, the Total Experience Gospel Choir, quite the experience. Now, I know I had to say that. How many of you have people that you love that have never been able to see you sing before that might have seen you on TV tonight? Anybody? Yes. Maybe? Oh, good. Tell me about your friend at home on TV.
Oh, well, I've got friends and family all over Seattle and the area that, that aren't aware of this channel, maybe. Okay. But you bet there will be now.
Okay, good. Thank you very much. A familiar face in the Total Experience. You're Mary, right? Yes, ma'am. I know some of the names. They've been around for years. 36 years, Pat, you've been doing this. Inspiring me almost as much as my mom. And I mean that. My mom is quite an inspiration. So you're right next to Mom in my heart. Woo! Yeah, that means a lot. Well, let's see now. I gotta thank some of your choir over here in the corner that are playing drums, percussion. Jay Howard, for 36 years she's been doing this with the choir. Not right? Oh, I'm wrong. Well, for a number of those 36 years.
Well, maybe 20.
20, okay.
Yeah.
Right. I've seen her in there. And Lou Mager from Wallingford United Methodist, am I right?
Yes.
Joining us on the keyboards. He's got some soul in him. He has to get here with the choir. Yeah. All right. Well, now, there's so many questions I want to ask you. 36 years. Part of your history, Pat, was to be part of the Weedle's Groove history.
Yes.
I got to sample that for a second. 65 to 75, a lot of people don't know about the funk and soul scene in Seattle, but you were part of that. Tell me about recording the record there.
Well, I did. I recorded a little 45.
Little Love Affair?
Little Love Affair, and I let a good man go. Woo!
Well, now, that was quite a departure. You were a gospel singer. What made you do that? Was Laverta, what was her name? Lavera Clark. I got my notes all over the place. Tell me about Lavera.
A very strong black woman who decided that she was going to start her own record label, and she did, called Sepia Records. And then she heard me sing in church, and she approached me and she said, "Girl, you can really sing, and I want you to come and sing and be a part of our program." And I said, "The folks at church ain't going to like that." She says, "Well, they're not going to pay your bills." And I said, "That's for sure. The record helped pay the bills for a long time. I'm still waiting on the church folks to pay my bills."
But you're quite the entrepreneur. I've got notes all over the place here. You're a teacher, you're a guide, you're a coach. Anybody want to chip in here? Choir director, of course. Most inspirational. What was that? Friend. A friend. Okay. And definitely for everybody here, pastor, gospel expert. Can I ask you about some of your favorite gospel records that maybe some of us have no clue? We've heard about some gospel, but maybe not in the mainstream. Tell me about some of your favorites that you'll never get rid of.
I have about 3,000 volumes. I don't plan to get rid of any of them because I used to be a disc jockey. I was on radio station KYAC for 13 years.
Oh, I listen to that.
Yes, from 70 to 83. And then my favorite gospel singer of all times, of course, is Mahalia Jackson. And I pattern a lot of my curly cues from Mahalia. Curly cues.
Is that an official term?
That's an official term for bending the notes, you know? Yes. And then... That's right, curly cues. And, of course, Andre Crouch, and, of course, Walter and Edwin Hawkins, who are just tremendous grandfathers and grandmothers of gospel. Not so much the Hawkins because they're a little bit younger, but then, of course, the father of gospel music, who is Thomas A. Dorsey out of Chicago, and he actually is the father of gospel music with the song Precious Lord, Take My Hand.
got a little gospel lesson. Can you just give her some applause for that? Yeah. All right. All right. Well, now, always the teacher, and a big part of her history for the last, how many years? Black Nativity? I know. 12. And you're taking it to a new level next year? We're still in the process?
Well, we finally outgrew the Intimon, and so they're looking for a venue. So if anybody listening out there, we need at least maybe 650 seats or 650 and up. Please give the Intimon a call at intimon.org or 206-269-1900. They'd be happy to hear from you.
Snap. She's got it ready. Oh. And you can always check out more at totalexperience.org, right? Totalexperience.org is the website for more information. Let's see. I got some more notes I wanted to check here. Oh, from Carthage, Texas, originally, right on the border. Is it from Louisiana? I mean, right next to it. What was it like growing up there, and how long were you there before you moved to Seattle?
You asking a black person how it was to live in the South back in this? It was not very good. And I came to Seattle on October 4th, 1964, on a Trailways bus. And I do. I was the only black person on that bus, traveling all the way across the country from Carthage, Texas to Seattle, Washington. And I can tell you stories that would make us all cry.
That had to take a lot of courage.
Or stupidity.
You made it, so
I made it.
we're proud that you did. We're blessed that you did. Thank you for being courageous enough to take that bus ride. You're also an award-winning vocalist yourself. You've been recognized beyond the Wheatl's Groove woman who pulled you out of the crowd. You've been pulled out of the crowd. I remember you being in a contest, and you had to fly to Florida. Am I right? I'm wrong.
Oh, we went to, where were we? Savannah, Georgia, and a national competition, and they didn't know how to really judge me because it was a classical music competition. And so all the other singers were, of course, classically trained and stars in their own hometowns in the various operas. And then, of course, here comes the gospel singer from Seattle, Washington. And then, yeah, we just, well, Lou made me learn a couple of classical pieces. And I did that. And then, of course, but the way to get them was, to get their attention was to let them know that I was not classically trained, and I had something on the other people who were there that no one else had. And so they asked me, what was that? And I said, my AARP card.
Oh, tell the truth. Well, now, I was going to say, your soloist, where'd she go? Did you teach her that kind of, do you know what I mean when I...
So.
Yeah, there was sort of this body thing she did, and I went, I don't even know what to call that, but I'm sure she learned it from Pat. Am I right, choir? Am I right? It's
don't like that stiff stuff.
Well, it's kind of like in the blues. There's that thing where they're right behind the beat, and it's sort of a groove, a pocket. You get the same thing in gospel, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's right. The gospel, blues, and jazz basically have the same nuances.
We're hearing some R&B in the background. Pat Wright, Patronelle Staten, she was known as then. And they're giving me the wrap it up sign. Let's see, you did a benefit last night, Haiti benefit. They raised a bunch for hydration tablets. World Vision doing some good work. I know that you probably get asked more than anyone to do benefits, relief funds for this, and you're always willing. Thank you very much for being there for our community always. Do you have any upcoming gigs I should mention?
We have a gospel workshop coming up on the 30th on Bainbridge Island, and a sing out. It's called Sing Out, and if anybody's interested in learning how to do black style gospel music, that's the place to be on the 30th.
Oh, you know, I've been wanting to do that for years, so you just still might see me there. I keep threatening. It would be my dream to be part of this choir, but I just seem to be too busy. But you know, I know I'm going to work this thing out. Pat Wright has also been known as the Goodfoot Band. Tell me quickly about the Goodfoot Band.
Well, the Goodfoot Band is my other alter ego. I have several. And that's Kent Stevenson and Terry Morgan and Jeff Bush. And we do a lot of R&B, and we do a lot of popular tunes.
Okay, so we can hire you for a gig?
Anytime.
I will talk to you soon after the TV show.
Don't tell the church folks.
Okay, don't tell the church folks. She can kick it, but she also kicks it with this gospel choir. I would like to get all your names on TV. You two women over here have been with the group for years.
That's
Tell
the
me,
backbone right there.
Gina. Yes.
That's Tanisha.
Oh, there's Tanisha over there. Wait, what's your name?
Lulu.
Lulu. Oh, see, these women have been singing to my heart for decades.
Tanisha.
Victoria.
Victoria.
Sherry.
Sherry.
Claire.
Camila.
Ray.
Christy.
Dan.
Mix it up here.
Mary.
Mary, we already did you.
Javon.
Randy.
And
Martell.
Jen.
Joanna.
we already did you. Okay, good. We got everybody's name. That's all I could do. We've got more live music. It is the Total Experience Gospel Choir. My pleasure to introduce Pat Wright and the Total Experience Gospel Choir here on Blues to Do TV. Give it up.
Why should I feel discouraged? Why should the shadows come? Why should my heart feel lonely and long for heaven and home? When Jesus is my portion, a constant friend is He. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches me. I sing because I'm happy. I sing because I'm free.
is Joanna, and she's going to smile and sing for you. Here comes the old timer, Gina.
God has not promised me sunshine. That's not the way it's going to be.
need as a gospel group after the news from Haiti this week. So indeed, the Total Experience Gospel Choir, my first choice. And Gina Brooks doing the solo, telling us to be grateful. Thank you very much. Yes, next week, thank you, Gina. Thank you, that was awesome. And yes, we'll have the Total Experience Gospel Choir take us out. I want to thank my crew doing a great job tonight. Paul Taylor on camera. Margene is back as our technical director. Could you tell? Images were great, Margene. Thank you. Amy Watson on camera. We had Scott Harding, our audio engineer, doing a lot of work tonight to get those vocals together. Marilyn Munn, our director. Harpo Howard, our announcer. Dolores Taylor, our floor director. Liz Latham helping out. Susan Melchard on camera. Lisa O'Halloran in the technical department somewhere in there. J.J. Jackson here in the studio. Franklin, 74, Total Experience Gospel Choir. He told me he was in the choir originally. And we want to thank Holly and Andre for helping out tonight, too, all over the place. It takes $4,000 to buy the single of Patronelle Staten. Back in 1969, she recorded for Lavera Clark, Little Love Affair, and I Let a Good Man Go. Make a note of that. You might have it. You might just have $4,000 right there in your record library. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. TotalExperience.org for more information. And yes, we might just see the Goodfoot Band out and about somewhere soon. Lou Major and Jay Howard doing the rhythm section and the keyboards. Thanks to the Total Experience Gospel Choir for being here tonight. What a great show. We'll see you next week. Real music.
Yes.
Gonna lay down my burden down by the riverside. Down by the riverside. Down by the riverside. Gonna lay down my burden down by the riverside. Steady war no more. I just ain't gonna steady war no more. I ain't gonna steady war no more. I ain't gonna steady war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. Study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. I'm gonna lay down my sword and shield down by the riverside. Well, down by the riverside. I'm gonna lay down my sword and shield down by the riverside. Study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. Study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. Study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. I'm gonna meet my loving Savior down by the riverside. Down by, hey, down by the riverside. I'm gonna meet my loving Savior down by the riverside. Study war no more. And I ain't gonna study war no more. No more. Study war no more. No more. Study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. Study war no more. I ain't gonna study war. No more. I ain't gonna study war no more. Where there is unity.
Give your people unity.
Well, behold, how good and pleasant it is. I've come here to tell you now, behold, how good and pleasant it is for brothers and sisters,
For brothers
to dwell together.
together in unity.
All of my brothers and sisters all around the world together.
Together in unity.
Brothers and sisters,
To dwell
we've got to learn to live together.
in unity.
Say it again, choir. To dwell. So God, please, give all the people.
People unity.
That's the message we want to end tonight with. God, please.
Give your people unity.
'Cause right now is the time.
Now is the time for all God's people to come together in unity. Now is the time for all God's people to come together in unity.
Yes.
Now is the time for all God's people to come together in unity.
Say it again now.
Now is the time for all God's people
To come together.
together in unity.
Now is the time. Right now.
Now is the time.
BluesToDo TV. Real music for real
Right
people.
now is the
Seattle, Washington,
time.
9812.
Now is the time.
Say it again.
Now is the time.
Brothers to dwell together.
in unity.
All of our brothers and sisters to dwell. Red, brown, yellow, black, and white. Rich or poor, dwell together. To dwell together. Say it again. We've got to learn to dwell together. Come on, everybody, for all of us got to live together. There's only one earth, so we must dwell together. God, please, send unity. That is our fervent request. Please give your people unity. God, please, give your people unity. Come on, Gina.